Hi, I'm Mish Martins from MWare Technology, and I'm going to show you one of our MWare Mobility solutions quickly. I'm using my Galaxy S4 Android phone. The functionality basically works on Android for now, but we are going to extend it through to iOS and also Windows 8 in the future. Um, so what I have here is a team viewer open on my phone and on the laptop. So let's have a look. Right, so I'm going to launch the application on the phone. You can see that we are using Drone Surgeon. This was a proof of concept that we did for them for their plumbers out in the field. You will see once you open the screen, it'll either be a red or green. The red means that we still need to sync, so there are obviously transactions locally on the phone that needs to go through to the server, or it might be a situation of new products, price lists, customers, etc. that needs to come down to the phone. The functionality works completely offline, so the phone will wait until we are within a proper GSM network, and once we have a connection, then we can actually send the data. Data is being sent in two layers, a primary layer and a secondary layer. The primary layer will basically take care of all the text, where the secondary layer will be taking care of all the voice, all the video, all the images, the POD signatures, etc. Information is basically going through from the mobile device to the mobile server. Once we actually reach the mobile server, then we can decide where we want to channel this data. So we can decide whether we want to pass the information through to Sage CRM or a different CRM system, Microsoft Dynamics CRM, for instance. And from there, we can decide to actually integrate into ERP. ERP systems such as Sage ERP, Microsoft Exapta, Sage X3, Pastel Evolution, QuickBooks, etc. So what I want to do here is I'm just going to quickly sync up to the server so that we have all the information up to date. And you'll see now that the screen will be green. So everything is in sync now. Now what I can do from the device, I can use it for mobile sales, because I can actually create orders out in the field and look at my product catalog. The catalog will allow images and pricing and dimensions of the actual items that I want to sell. So I can create quotes out in the field. The quotes can actually be sent through to a Salesforce automation situation inside a Sage CRM, or we can decide to actually just write it through directly into a sales order entry module, whether that's a sales order entry or whether it's a job card, whatever the case might be. You can also see we have customers listed over here, and the customer details will basically include addresses. It will include XY coordinate. We have a full GIS, a full geocoding and reverse geocoding functionality on the mobile platform. We basically use the mixed telematics and also the telegis layers that will cater for traffic, route, turn-by-turn navigation, etc., etc. So I'll show you all of that just in a second. So what we can do is I can go in and I can create an ad hoc task over here. And you can see we've created a couple of templates. Now it can be template driven, or I can add ad hoc tasks on the fly while I'm out in the field. So what we can do now is, let's say for instance, I'm going to look at a broken drain pipe. So let's choose that, and it basically will add my task on the telephone. So what we're going to do is, for starters, I need to navigate through to the premises. So let's do that. So this will now take care of the turn-by-turn navigation as indicated. So just waiting for the route to come through.
Head east on Simpson Crescent or Dragonfly Nymph Close. Then turn right to stay on Simpson Crescent.
Right, and that'll be the turn-by-turn situation right through to the place where I need to go and do the repair. Right, once I arrive at the destination, then I can start doing my tasks. So I click on the task on the phone, and I can say yes, I want to start that task, and it will start running through these tasks one by one. First, obviously, being the XY coordinate of the place where I'm doing the repair. Right, and we have a XY coordinate there, so I can move on to the next task. Now I can take a picture of the problem that I need to repair. So let's do that. I'm going to take a picture of this laptop over here. This will be our block drain. And now I can add some comments. Could be a situation of maybe checking the valve on the next visit. And then I can take a picture of the repaired drain, or the repaired laptop in this case. And then I can continue to add the items that I used as consumables to fix the problem. So let's say that we used some of these adapters over here, and I used 2 of them. And I can add additional items over there. This valve as well, we used 1 of those. And we can add another item over here. We use some wires as well. Right, and then I can continue to approve that order by asking the customer to sign. And I can save that. And then I can continue to complete this task. Right, and I receive notification that the task has been completed. Well, what I can do now is I can go back and go find this completed task. And what I can do then is I can actually email this task directly from the phone to the customer. Right, I can quickly show you what that mail looks like. It's quite interesting. It will contain a complete pro forma invoice together with the embedded signature that I took out in the field. We can also cater for situations where I need to control cash. If I'm taking cash out in the field, I can do asset verification, I can do quality assurance, customer survey. I can use the device to debrief the van, and obviously to reconcile the cash that I took out in the field as well. So let's just have a look at the emails coming through. There we go. And I can quickly show you that attachment. Right, so I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Right, you can see the company logos and everything coming through, the address details, and on the right hand side over there you can see it's a pro forma tax invoice together with the tax invoice number. Now obviously that's the pro forma number. At this point we have all the information that's required for an ERP transaction to exist. So the information will flow from here through to the ERP, and as soon as we receive the auto-generated number from the ERP, we can actually match that again next to the pro forma details over here. What's also important is you can see there's the 3 items that I used from my van, and those items will then obviously come out of the van location together with the totals, etc. So we have all the VAT details and all of that's in there. But also very important is we actually have the embedded signature that we took out in the field as well. Okay. So what we can do now is I can maybe just show you a couple of other templates that we have over here. So maybe let's have a look. This is a completely different template over here. So you can see what we're doing here is we're validating position, and I can look at a floor, clean floor, for instance, a yes/no type situations like that. I can add that. We can look at broken tiles, take a picture of that. How many floor cleaners? Ask the supervisor to take a signature over there, and then once again, even take barcode scanning with the camera, which is located on the phone. You can also use that camera to do scan VIN numbers on a license disc. I can use it to scan documents, QR codes, etc., which is quite nice. Show you another template. Right, in this case, we're taking the coordinates again. Then I can select a problem type from a list. I can also capture the photos, etc. Right, basically what we want to do is we want to pinpoint a specific person as and when he needs to complete a specific task out in the field. I need to know that that specific person is arriving at the place where he needs to complete the task. I obviously have a pre-approval of the technician or of the person that needs to go out to go do the specific repair. I need to know his availability. I also need to understand that there's specific security controls around the device as well, in order for me to make sure that the person that's performing tasks have a charged device out in the field. We can also obviously, because we have the traffic layers and the geocoding happening on the device, we can also marry that with our black box or the tracker on the vehicle. So the tracker will tell me where exactly my van is, when and while the mobile device will actually tell me where I need to go from point to point to actually go and do this repair. Also, together with that information, I obviously will also have the estimated time of arrivals from the office through to the customer, but also from the customer back to the office. So I can start notifying the customer that I'm on the way using SMS technology, but I can also then notify customers en route of how long the technician or the salesperson will be from the previous call to the next call. We also use the task-driven actions on the device to insert time entries through to HR and payroll, so we don't have to manually capture that type of information anymore. Thank you very much.